up, guys? We're back here for episode number 6 at Rock Disc Golf Course. This week, I'm trying something new. We have a little hole breakdown. This is 189 feet. A lot of people throw a little hyzer around the way that the camera is going. You can also go through a forehand or go up the gut. As we see here, Michael's going around, like I said. He's throwing his Rock X3, and he is under the basket. I'm throwing my P2. I throw it straight into the ground. And now I will be trying to putt with my P2 and just over the basket. And par save, no problem. And like I said, right under the basket. All right, hole 2. We have a 188-foot hole. You can try to do a forehand, but it's very hard. Usually the best way to go at it is a nice straight shot. There is a slight hyzer route, but you really want to just keep it nice and straight. Throwing his JK AVR, nice and straight, right by the basket. I'm throwing my P2, going for an ace run, just off to the right, and just sailing it. And then Michael, 2 in a row. And here's my drive, just short, hit the cage, tap it in my par, down 2. Hole 3, shortest hole in the course, 114-foot hole. You can do a little turnover or a forehand, which both Michael and I are doing. So first off, we have Michael with his pig, and just a little too much hyzer, a little too high, sails it way to the right. And then I'm trying to also throw my pig, and this ugly little one, but end up just a little short right. And then trying to get my first birdie. Got it. I'm now neg 1. And Michael is now neg 3. All right, hole number 4, 205 feet. I have actually had the opportunity to hit 2 aces on this hole. See if I can get even close to it. When we come up, you can either throw a forehand or a back on this hole. The forehand, you have a little bit more room, but Michael throws it a little more nose up, hits the tree. And then I go for the nice straight backhand route, and I just throw it into the ground. And then for my birdie, pretty far out, jump putt, miss. And then after hitting the tree, throwing his AVR, and just misses off the cage. Easy par for me. And, ooh, that one was rough for Michael, but he taps in his bogey. Now we are on hole 5. We have a 197-foot hole. The basket is right behind this awesome-looking tree right now. You either throw under the tree, which is kind of hard to do, but you can make it there, or you throw a nice big hyzer around it, and you should settle pretty close to it. I'm up first now after that sad bogey by Michael. I'm throwing my P2, like I said, right around the tree, and I am right under the basket. And now Michael with his buzz, trying to do the same thing, but being a mid-range, pushes it just a little farther. And his AVR, and it's a birdie after that bogey. And I have a nice, easy putt for my birdie. It's now neg 2 to neg 3. Hole 5, we have a 109-foot hole. You have to throw a hyzer, or a low hyzer, because there is a fence to your left. And then we are walking under a row of trees. And it's just nice and a little easy green. I choose a little standstill on the nice short hole, throw a Rock X3 so I can get that stability to get it way left.
Talk over it anyway.
And Michael's throwing his pig. Just ends up throwing it 2 straight. Hits the back fence. And Michael for his birdie against the fence. No issue. He's now neg 4. And I am neg 3. Hole number 7, sorry. We have a 231-foot wide open hole. You can go forehand, backhand, doesn't really matter, straight shot. There's no optimal line on this hole. It's open to everything. And somehow my video got corrupted and it's not able to be found. But Michael's throwing his rock, throws it a little short, and then Michael's going for his birdie. Ooh, just airballs it. And then this is where my putt landed. No issue. We are now tied at neg 4. and Michael's tapping in his par. Longest hole in the course, hole 8, we have a 343-foot hole, slightly downhill. We have some big, colorful trees on our left that I will be walking by soon, so you kind of have to go for the backhand. You can go for the forehand, but you have to have a very big curve to it. And then our right side right now, we have a tree with no leaves anymore, but you have to make sure you're inside and below it, so that way you can get to the basket. You'll see that we throw our backhands here. I'm throwing my Paul Macbeth 4-time Thunderbird, and nice little S out of it. I'll be a little short, and then throwing his Thunderbird as well. Also gets a nice little S curve out of it.
That was a beautiful shot.
But also lands just a little short.
Yep.
And for our birdie putts, just airballed short. And Michael for his birdie, just off the chains, tapping in our pars to stay tied at -4. Next, we have a 309-foot hole 9. This one, you kind of have to go for the backhand, as you have all those guardian trees on the left side of the screen right now. There are gaps through it, but the optimal line is definitely to have a nice little right-hand backhand hyzer that goes around the trees, following the camera right as I am walking. And this will be the last hole. I am throwing a destroyer and just leave it too far out. That video also got corrupted, but Michael throws about 2 feet away from where mine is, so you can just watch the flight path and know I'm right next to him. So this is for his birdie, just misses, and I'm going for the win. Let's see if I can hit it. As you can see, I really wanted that one, but we are tapping in at -4 to tie again to go 1-1-4. Who will break this tie? This is a great series.